Hey, welcome back to another episode of The One Row. How are you doing on this lovely Sunday evening? Jamie, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, guys.
So,
hey, you preppers out there.
That's right. We just got done doing I know, stuttering already. We got done doing a Patreon-only live stream just a few minutes ago.
Yep.
Came over here to hang out, have some
look,
fun.
I see a few familiar faces in the crowd.
Right. That's right. We got Rance, VA Prepper. How you doing, Matt Henrik? What's up? Christian Mojica. Jeremy Dirks. Slapshot. How you doing?
What's up? Jeremy Dirks. What is up?
So, yeah, tonight we're going to be going through Christmas gift ideas or holiday gift ideas for either for that prepper in your life, or if you're like me, you tend to buy the best gifts for yourself. So just do that. Right?
Am I going to get a little insight on what you're buying me this year for Christmas, David?
I'm not really getting you a prepper thing for Christmas. So, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see. What's up in Crafty? What's up, Crafty and ICT? What's up, John Kemp?
What's up, JK?
3 o'clock Pollock.
Jamie here.
H. How are you doing?
Appalachian Bourbon Society. We got the misses in the house.
Brian Callahan.
Mandolin.
Cheers. And Mandolin. Good for you. Thanks for all y'all hopping on.
And Matt coming back to us.
That's right. Now, the whole idea here is for the next hour-ish, we're going to be basically going over gift ideas for, might be that man in your life, might be a son or a grandson, depending on, age appropriateness of the potential things we're looking at here. The whole reason I'm doing this is because I want Jamie to have some ideas of what to get me for Christmas. So every now and then, you need.
Oh, I'm supposed to pay attention.
You need to coach your wife a little bit to like, babe, this is kind of the thing I'm looking for. And she's like, oh, okay. I was going to get you, that new shirt. And you're like, I didn't need the new shirt or tie or whatever it is.
But it was a black T-shirt. You totally love
Well, if it's a black T-shirt, then I'm good for it.
Man, I need to do some returns tomorrow.
I know. So, yeah. And right now, Amazon started Black Friday early, so there's like tons and tons of options out there. If you're an Amazon shopper, if you're not an Amazon shopper, still some good ideas out there. Some of the stuff came from Amazon, but some of it didn't. First thing I wanted to talk about was this new knife I got. What's up, Dennis the Bourbon Dad? How are you doing this night? This night. This is a Civivi Soken, S-O-K-N, and it's really weird, but awesome at the same time. And the reason I love it is because you guys see that little notch there in the sheath? I don't know if you can see that. There's like a notch right there. And it's got a pocket clip on it. So this is actually made to be carried in your pocket like a folder, right? Like a traditional pocket knife. But the benefit of it is that you can just reach in and then actually pull out, and then you have your full blade. Okay?
So that will remain in your pocket,
That's the coolest part, is because this hook
gets caught on your pocket.
Actually gets caught on your pocket. So as you draw, it snags, and it works really, really well. I've tried it in jeans. I've tried it in my tactical pants. I've tried it in my gym shorts even, and it works fairly well. It is a little bigger than a traditional folder, but it actually sits down in there pretty well. I got this a couple of maybe 2 weeks ago off Amazon. I want to say it was about $90, so it's a little on the higher end side for like a gift for a friend or whatever. But ladies out there, if your husband is a pocket knife guy, this is probably the best fixed blade pocket knife solution that I've come across.
I'm just so lucky you already got one. So
I know, you can just be like, babe, remember when you got that? I just pretend I got it for you.
What you wanted for Christmas? Well,
but it's got great jimping on it.
Prepper is going to let us know what his sizes are, so nice. That way
there you go.
We can get him his present for Christmas.
That's right. It is. You can switch you can reverse. It's reversible. So if you wanted to go left-handed, you could. One of the things that I love about it too is you guys see how it's got this weird little hook on the end. It's really cool because when you go to grab it, this part sticks out of your pocket, so you can always find it easy, and then literally just latch onto it and then start pulling, and it's really good. The other thing too is it gives you really good grip appearance there.
It looks like it could do some damage.
And if you're one of those guys that goes reverse, then it gives you a place to rest your thumb. Like, it really is very, very secure. Civivi has another blade just like that, but instead of this is actually under 3 inches. So if you have blade, it's like 2.85 inches long, something like that. So if you have blade restrictions in your state for fixed blades, you can get by with this. Okay. Also, they have a 5-inch one that's called the Master Hunter, or something like that. But it's got the same. Who's the designer of this? Ken Floss or something. He's some kind of semi-famous guy in the knife world.
Okay.
Anyway,
So I'm assuming this is what Daniel,
Yes.
Appalachian Bourbon Society. I only know you from whiskey side, but what is your background training? How did you get into the prepping? I only ask because you seem more knowledgeable than the average person, which he's still the average person.
very much the average person.
But he watches YouTube.
No, I was into it before you. No, it wasn't Ken Onion. It's Ned Floss, maybe. No, that's not right either. It's not Ned Floss. It's Ken something, I think, but I don't have it in front of me. I can look it up on Amazon though, because I have my account right here and I can look at my orders.
So we do that on Thursday nights. So every Thursday night at 8:00 is when, except for this weekend except for this week because it's Thanksgiving. So
yes,
but yeah. And we still drink whiskey because we love it.
It was so that blade was designed by Kyle Lamb, is the guy who designed it. So I got it wrong.
Where'd you
Kyle
get
Lamb.
Ken Onion from?
Well, Ken Onion is a pretty famous dude. Yeah, he has a whole line of knives, the Scallion, I think, and other ones. But yeah. So credentials, qualifications, none in particular. I've just been doing it my whole life. I started, shooting when I was like 8. I was born into a family that did food storage and whatnot, and I literally started at a very ripe age. So as Bain would say, I was born into it.
And I married into it.
And she married into it, yes. Okay, yeah, the great question, Tommy D. The pistol behind me, he'd be my grandfather. He's my kid's great-grandfather. Mm-hmm. So it's my dad's dad. He was a sheriff in Arizona in the 20s, in rural Arizona. And so that was his actual duty revolver back then. It's a 32 short, I believe, is the caliber. I've never shot it. I've had it for almost 20 years now. I won't shoot it. I don't want to risk modern ammo in a really old gun without having... I was
about to say, are you worried it will just
honestly, I am.
Bust into pieces?
Before I'd ever want to shoot it, I'd want to take it to somebody who could actually look at it and make sure the steel is still sound. There's no cracks or fractures, like micro fractures in there or anything like that. So, yeah.
Hey, I was in law enforcement for 15 years. So
I
have a little training.
No, you're better off in a lot of areas with the law enforcement training than I am. I like to, for me, I am very wide in knowledge with not much depth. Right. So I don't have the military background, so I don't have that depth of military tactics and whatnot. But a lot of military guys don't know a lot about food storage, right? Or stuff like that. So, yeah. So I kind of,
you've always been a planner in everything. I feel like when it comes to just daily life, I mean, you're a planner. So you like things organized and planned. And this is something that, obviously just kind of comes along with that, I guess.
Partly. Yeah, partly. So another thing for more of a cheap gift, this is simply a USB charger, portable charger. It's small enough you can throw into the back, your jeans pocket if you wanted to, into your backpack.
I feel like I borrowed that from
your
you before.
Fanny pack. You probably have
on the plane.
Yeah, that you probably did. And it works pretty well. You can charge an iPhone like 3 times off this one. I think it's a 20 kit. No, it's a 10,000 milliamp. Nothing special. They literally are a dime a dozen on Amazon. So there's not I prefer the Anchors, even though this isn't one of those, but still for $20 up to $40, you can get a pretty nice portable charger. And just honestly, they're really good gifts. Give them to your teenagers, put them in their backpacks for school.
Oh yeah.
Give it to your wife so she doesn't borrow yours all the time, whatever the case may be.
Good stocking stuffer.
Good stocking stuffer.
What's up, Homestead Engineering?
What's up, Homestead Engineering?
Hello to you tonight. Hopefully you had a great weekend. And we're just diving into the holiday weekend. Wow, that's
very pretty.
Is that
David? Very pretty. I got that for the times when I want to dress a little prettier, if you know what I'm saying.
When you wear pink?
Yeah, no. So actually, I think I bought this for my daughter, but she was too young to actually keep it.
Oh, so
or did I buy this for you?
Hopefully you don't buy me anything pink. I'm not a pink.
Yeah, I'm pretty
person.
sure I bought it for my daughter, like when she was younger and she wasn't old enough to keep it, so it was in my collection. I thought it would be very visible and easy to see on camera. But this is an Ontario Rat 2. It's Oz-8 steel. Great pocket knife for like $35, $42. Comes in a bunch of different colors. I've been buying and carrying these for years. It's not my go-to option anymore, but it's a kind of a classic. And so if you're buying for somebody, you need a $30, $35 gift for a kid, for a son or a daughter, old enough to have a pocket knife, or really anybody else. Pocket knives can make great gifts, in my opinion. So, because there's so many options out there that you can really almost guarantee they don't have whichever one you pick. So,
Matt said you have him.
That's true. I do.
You
I
might
appreciate
not have
that,
the
Matt.
military.
Yeah.
What's up, Sloppy Chops? I know that's you.
Yep.
Hey, everyone. I recognize your Sloppy Chop dog.
So, yeah. So, Rage Inferno, I do have a couple things I'm looking to pick up, some EDC. One of the videos I'm actually getting ready to film very soon. I actually have an order going in to get stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, Jamie's going to film the video with me.
Yeah, I'm going to do it with him.
But it's non-lethal self-defense options for anybody who doesn't want to carry a firearm, for your wife or daughter or kids in school. I'm going to talk about like what options they have if they're in school, and obviously it's school dependent, so you'd have to check your school's restrictions and rules. But particularly for like teenage girls, like there's things they want to probably have on them. You know, Jamie doesn't have her permit yet, and so she's not carrying, but it's nice for her when she's, without me, to have some things for her EDC. So
right.
Particularly self-defense focus. So I actually am in works for that video. So I'm definitely going to be ordering that off of Black Friday. There's a couple of pocket knives. There's a CVV I wanted to pick up, and a CRJP. I've never bought one of them before, so I wanted to pick up their kind of big seller just to check them out, because I haven't done their stuff at all before.
So what's up, Tommy D Jr.? Very cool. Such a nice piece of memorabilia. I also have a grandfather's 38 snub nose. Have it on display also. That's
cool. So this is another Civivi. I am actually a big fan of Civivis. I've got quite a few of them. But this is the Mini Praxis Flipper. This is my everyday carry right now when I'm in my gym clothes, simply because it's not very expensive. And if I lose it, I'm not going to cry, because, sometimes things tend to fall out of your gym short pockets. I've gotten into this thing where, like, this one is a stud. It's you use the stud to bring it out on the blade. This is a flipper. And I've gotten to where I only want to carry flippers just because they're so much faster than the thumb stud here, because you use that to bring it. Sorry.
I feel like that's my only scary issue with like learning how to the flip knives. You've given me your pocket knife before to like cut off a string off my top before, and I didn't want to open it because I was scared to like just slice off my hand.
Well, and that's where, so they've got this kind, which is they've got the little stud on it, and so you take your thumb and you literally just push it out with your thumb.
Here, let me try it.
I hate that compared to the flippers, because it's so much slower, because this, all you do is just take a little pressure and it flips out, which is so much faster.
Oh, okay.
So now to close it, it's a liner lock, so you have to move the liner to the side. See this part here? And so then, because it won't bend otherwise, you got to move that in there to close. Same with this one.
Here, let me try to flip that one.
Yeah. If she stabs me, guys, just call 911 for me.
Oh.
So just take
I'm about
this.
to stab myself.
Just take this, flip it.
Okay, I was looking for the little lever.
The little flippy part.
This is like show and tell. Oh, yeah, that does flip a lot better. Okay, now how do you close it?
You take this little liner part there, and you slide it to the side. See that? It's keeping the blade from closing.
Well, I think that one's a lot easier.
It's a lot easier, especially if you're looking at something for kind of self-defense friendly. I like the flippers.
You want to take somebody out, then...
or something like this. This is a Boker AK knife. So it's an assisted opening knife. So instead of actually flipping anything, all you do is you push that little button and it flips open. And so it's very, very fast to deploy because you literally just pull it out of your pocket. And now, because it's assisted opening,
oh, that's cool.
There are places that have restrictions. So if you live in a place that does, technically this qualifies for most states as a switchblade. So if you're in a state that does not allow any kind of switchblade, then pass on this one. They won't sell these on Amazon. The best place to get these, or where I get them, is on Blade HQ. That's where I got this one. I love this one. The only thing I don't like is it's a little thicker and a little heavier because the blade it's just kind of a bigger knife than like the Praxis. I don't know. So, but it's fun to play with. It's such a fidget toy.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah, let's fidget with that.
Yeah, Jamie's like, please fidget some more. Fidget
All right.
some more.
Any thoughts on a concealed carry revolver?
So for some people, that's a great option. I have a 38 special airweight Smith & Wesson. It's a little 1 3/8 inch with a little ported barrel on it. I've had it for 15 years now.
Carries in his man purse.
Actually, I don't carry that one. No.
Which one do you carry then?
I carry my Canic Metz MC9 Prime. That's what I'm carrying right now. But the revolvers are a great option if for particularly people who have hand strength issues. Sometimes the slides on semi-autos are a little stiff for some people, and so and they're good for just like throwing in a pocket with just a little pocket holster type of thing too. And for some people, they're great options. I prefer a magazine fed, but that's just my opinion. Benchmade blades, are they the best mid-priced option out there? In fairness, I only own one Benchmade knife, and I think it's overrated. Now that's just one blade, right? So I can't speak to the whole line. I tend to not like spending more than $100 on a knife. And so, you talk about most Benchmades are $120 to $200. I tend to I just don't like to spend that much money. There's so many good blades, good steel in the $60 to $100 range, both fixed and folders, that there's so much out there. Yeah, Matt says it's overpriced for the quality. I'm kind of feeling the same thing. I love, P365s, the SIG P365s. I've not shot one. I've held them in stores. They feel great. I just keep passing on them. So, but I'll probably pick one up at some point. What else is in my box of toys?
It's on that list. The 2026 to get my concealed carry license.
Yeah. So what's funny is go ahead.
My stepfather just started teaching classes at the range, so he's retired. So it's keeping him busy. So I'll probably have to do that at some point.
Yeah,
and the kids too. I think
we're gonna do it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hire him, and basically, he's certified concealed carry, NRA concealed carry. He's certified rifle and pistol. He was he's been in back in his prime. He was in some pretty elite military units and stuff. So he's got some great training, but now that he's retired, he's going to I'm going to hire him and teach all of our kids and stuff. We're going to do the concealed carry class, even though the kids can't get their permits.
Yeah. Just
for the training and understanding and whatnot. And then Jamie and then my older son will get their permits because he's turning 21 in about 17 days. Appalachian Bourbon says, you ever visited Smoky Mountain Knife Works in Tennessee? No. Mm-hmm. No, I have not. Do they make their own blades, or is it like a shop? If they do their own blades, that sounds awesome. So yeah, sort of, Eric Nova. The CZ P10, like the original one. I've shot that, but I haven't. I actually want to get the P10C that's on my list to get one of these days, but I haven't gotten it yet. What's up, Gary McDonald? How you doing?
What's up, Gary? Long time no see. Evening to you.
All right, let me keep going. Okay. Well, while we're talking about guns, I might as well pull this out. This was unloaded and safe checked prior to coming on the live stream, obviously. Obviously, the fire, when you talk about gift giving, giving a firearm to somebody is, one, a huge responsibility, and two, they're very expensive. So it's not likely you're going to give it to somebody on a regular basis, right? Maybe you give one to a kid or to a spouse, but in general, why I wanted to bring this on here was for this Olight. The light I have on here.
Okay.
These things, this is an Olight Valkyrie. You can get them off Amazon or Olight's website, right around 80 to 90. This is the rechargeable version. So you literally it's magnetically rechargeable. So you don't have to detach it or anything. All you do is just throw the little magnet on there, hook it up to a USB thing, and it charges. And these things, I've been shooting with them on various firearms for months and months and have had no issues with them. They work well. They're very, very bright. They recharge quickly. And they're only like $89. I don't know what the Black Friday's price is, but pre-Black Friday, it was $89. It might be even like $79 on Black Friday. A great steal. This is the PL3 Valkyrie from Olight. Highly recommend it. It's a great gift because most full-size pistols these days have. Yeah.
So with a light like that, can you get it and it be used on most guns?
Exactly.
Or okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said that or not, but
yeah. And that's one of the,
trying to listen, but
no. And that's a great question, because that's one of the cool things about this one is it's hard to show you guys on camera, but you know how on the underside of pistols, there's the little notch with the 1911 rail. And so a lot of guns have that in different distances. This Olight actually comes with 4 different positions that you can slide their crossbar that mount, so it can actually move to the right position for almost any handgun. The only exception is if it's a really, really small one, like a Glock 43, Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. If it's a really small one, it's got a funky rail, it's not going to work. But almost any full-size one, this is ideal for almost any size, full 4-inch or longer barrel, 3.7-inch longer barrel. You're set to go with this light, and I love them. I think this is my 4th one. So pretty awesome. Go ahead.
okay. So without sounding dumb,
There's no dumb questions.
when you have a light like that, in what situations would you use it in? Only when it's like so dark and you're trying to find your target, or like okay.
Yeah.
So just when it's dark.
Yeah,
and
just when it's dark. No, I don't use
you're going through a house trying to find that suspect.
that too. Yeah, sure. I'm not a policeman. I wouldn't be doing that. But so there's 2 different ways to do it, Jamie. So I did put it away. Good call, Utah Mike. You're right. No, I know they're that way. That's why I didn't want to leave it on long and belabor the point.
Yeah, we might get cut off.
Showing it very briefly and it's gone. So don't worry, YouTube, it's gone. You don't have to bring us down. But yeah, there's 2 streams of thought there, Jamie. Some people want that weapon light on their weapon. Mm-hmm. Others actually like to have their weapon in one hand and their light in the other, right? And so then what they do is it's basically a technique where you go like this. And the benefit is you can keep your, like for example, if you're pointed toward a doorway of a potential threat, you can take your light out and you can move it around while keeping your pistol in the same direction. Mm-hmm. And it's also nice because if you're clearing a place where you have potential friendlies, you don't want to be pointed. If to see the friendly, you have to point your gun at them. Mm-hmm. And so this way you can keep your gun lowered and be doing, you can have your flashlight up and looking around while you're actually in a low ready position with your gun. So you're actually not pointed at anywhere you want the light to go.
Right. And it kind of could help this way, could help accidents not to happen as often.
Happen at all. Yeah. So that's kind of the, I like the 43 for carry. I don't have a 43X. I have the original 43 and I like it. I've kind of grown out of it just because now you can get so many more rounds and stuff.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It gives 100%. Your location away. So I guess if you're able to control that, but like how easy I didn't really see on the other, you don't have to bring it out again, but how easy is it to turn off and turn on?
There's just a little pressure switch right by your thumb or forefinger that you can do it on both sides. And you can tap and hold it so that you just push. And then if you let go, it turns off, or you can just tap it and it'll stay on and then tap it to turn it off. Mm-hmm. But yeah, to Utah Mike's point, a lot of times what they'll do in I've heard in police trainings, FBI trainings, what they'll do is they'll actually train you to hold the light out away from your body so that if somebody shoots at the light, they're less likely to actually hit you than if you're have the light right in front of you.
True.
Now, I don't know how accurate that is, but I've heard anecdotally that.
Wouldn't it kind of blind somebody in the face anyway?
Well, and that's and that's kind of their point now is you leave your light off until you actually want to turn it on, because there's a disorienting effect. And if you're walking around if you're walking around a house and somebody's sitting in the dark, they know you're coming because you're shining a light all over the place. But if you have if, for example, if it's your house, you know your house better than anybody else. So if somebody's trespassing in your house, broke in or whatever, and if you're carrying your firearm around and you want to leave your light off until you need to turn it on. Surprise, Jamie.
Well, no, I just think that's a lot of moving parts that could be like, you have to definitely know what you're doing.
Which is training.
Yes.
Which is training, which is why you got to practice with it. Yeah, the Boulder Mini, that one looks pretty awesome too. Well, it has work, gives your location away. Sorry, I'm catching up. Put it on strobe. Yeah, that helps. So with my everyday carry, I'm carrying the Canik MC9 Prime, and I just recently switched away from the Kimber or the Springfield Hellcat Pro Comp to the Canik. But I've been using this flashlight for a long time. It's a Through Night Archer. Great gift. Both of these flashlights are great gifts. This one's too big, in my opinion, for pocket carry versus this one, which is quite a bit smaller. This is a Through Night Black Scout Survival. I guess there's a YouTube channel called Black Scout Survival, and he did a partnership with them. Some of you, I've heard the story where I had the flashlight with the bezel taken away from TSA going through airport security. That was this flashlight with this particular bezel, but this particular bezel will actually screw off. So instead of getting my whole flashlight, I just gave him the crown, the bezeled crown, and then they let me keep my flashlight. So that's the nice part about this one is the bezel does come off. So if you do fly, you can keep this light in your backpack, leave the bezel at home. The cool thing about this, though, is from a home, like for a home flashlight, this is fantastic. I absolutely love this thing. For pocket carry, this is my go-to right now. It's the Through Night Archer Pro. This Black Scout Survival is only like $40 on the Black Scout Through Night is like $40. It's incredibly bright, USB charging. It's awesome. Highly recommend this one if you're looking to buy somebody a gift for Christmas and the flashlight might work. This thing is really cool. It's got push button activation, and it will stand. It's got the bezel with the removable bezel. But what's really cool is, a lot of flashlights where you'll like cycle through on the butt to change the light, the strength of the light to the different light settings. This one's really cool because they actually have a separate button on the top. So I don't want to point it right at the camera and blind you, but you can see subtle differences as I do this. So I can tap this and it'll get brighter and brighter and brighter.
Yep.
And then I don't have to,
guys.
And I don't have to, and I don't have to risk using, the button misremembering what setting I wanted on. I just cycle through it. And if you always want it to turn on in a panic, you want to turn it on the very brightness so you can shine it in somebody's face, for example. I don't have to worry about it with this one of making sure I've left it on the right setting before I leave, because it's right there. It's separate from the rear tail switch.
Put it on the strobe.
I
didn't know if that was a real thing. Wow, really?
Some do. I don't know if this one does or not, or maybe I don't know. I don't use strobe very often, but strobe is actually great for disorienting people. So this Through Night Archer is a good one as well. But it's got the thing where you push and hold down to set the intensity and the brightness.
Did you just see the
flare on it? Yeah.
No, we darkened. We got so dark, and then all you could see is the light. No, yeah. You pointed it more towards that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Look at how we all darting
I know.
up and all
Cameras are cool, guys.
Oh,
Anyway, great flashlight options. The Through Night Archer Pros are almost the same price. They're both about $40. This is great for pocket carry. Comes with a clip. This one's great for more of like a home. Like if something went bump in the night, this is what I would go to. Although I keep this one on my desk in case something happens and the power goes out.
All right, David, do you have a red green light on for infra
NVG. So I don't have any
NVG.
NVG yet. I do have some red light like flashlights and headlamps, but I haven't gotten into the night vision game yet.
Wow. So Slapshot said, I use flashlight, not gun light. My department did not allow gun lights, so my training and muscles memory is holding in flashlight. No,
yeah,
that's good.
And that's the
I can see how you'd have to have a lot of training doing both because I mean that's multitasking.
Yeah, you don't want to pass your gun, your flashlight hand in front of your weapon and shoot your hand off, and yeah, there's things you got to practice.
Wow, I was just trying to keep that to the imagination.
I know.
Brought it to realsies.
But see, for example, like Appalachian Berber said, my bedside is a 12 gauge, which is a light mounted on it. So my nightstand gun has a light mounted on it because in the middle of the night, if I have to get up and go, see what's going on, I don't want to necessarily be forced to have a set, grab my firearm plus a flashlight. I just want one package, grab it, and react. So, all right. This is not a sexy gift, but if anybody gave me this gift for Christmas, I'd be so thrilled.
What is it?
It's a cat tourniquet, right?
Oh,
so getting
cat.
Yeah, combat application.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
So yeah, but it's called CAT.
Okay.
But they have like SWAT tourniquets. They have all SOP tourniquets or soft tourniquets, I guess is what they call.
What's up, Josh the vegan?
What's up?
23.
But yeah, so tourniquets are a great gift, and most of you are probably like, oh well, my guy or my whoever's probably already got one. The answer is they probably do, but they want another one, right? These things are like $30 a piece for this little thing. Don't buy the knockoffs. I tried that, and it actually the knockoff I bought.
Do you get them from Amazon?
You can get it from Amazon, but it's
okay.
North American Rescue is the primary maker of them, and $30. It's a great gift. Carry it in your EDC, carry it in your backpack, your work backpack, your luggage when you travel, your whatever. But seriously, it's a great gift. And the other gift that again is not super sexy, but a great gift is Quick Clot. $25 for this little package, but
is that what the dude used on Dark Wolf?
Yeah, to fill his wound.
David's like, that's quick clot.
Yeah, he's like, this is gonna hurt, and then he shoved it in.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. It's good to have on hand. I'm sure.
Now, one of the things that you do want to keep an eye on with Quick Clot is it comes in different lengths, right? So it's essentially a piece of gauze, and then it's just a big gauze strip. Mm-hmm. And so this is only 2 feet. And so if you think about 2 feet, 2 feet's not a lot. And so if you have a actual real like
big
hole,
2
feet's going to run out really quick. And they make it in different. They have a 2 foot, a 4 foot, and they have another one that's not even a Quick Clot branded one. It's a Kaolin brand, I think. But theirs is like 6 feet, and it's the same price as the 2 foot cat or the 2 foot Quick Clot. So just something to think about. That you can actually, it's a good option.
No, that would be really good to have. Man, that would be good to just have, like, if you have little kids that, run around and get hurt. Yeah,
Quick Clot is handy. It's really, really handy.
Although, what are the safety warnings, I guess, about that stuff? Is it like, is it basically like you have no other option to, use that, or is it close. Like I'm around the house and we're waiting on the ambulance to come, or something happens?
This is made for massive holes. So if you get a boo-boo, I mean, you could put a Quick Clot on it, but you're kind of wasting the Quick Clot.
Mm-hmm. How much is one of those little packets?
$25, $25.
Yeah.
But the
Spendy,
whole, again, it's to help the blood stop. And so if you have a wound where you can't get the blood to stop, I guess it's one of those things where if you're not sure, go ahead and use it. You know what I mean? To get the blood stopped, whatever it takes to get the blood stopped. So
like if I cut myself shaving. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, where all my quick clot go?
That never stops, guys. Who knows what I'm talking about?
That's right. Chest seals are great. You can get a 2-pack from Rhino Rescue. You can get 2-pack of chest seals, vented chest seals, or sealed ones for about $16, I think, for 2 of them.
So can you get quick clot on Amazon?
Yep, you can get quick clot on Amazon. And the expiration dates on Amazon are only for the actual blood stopping capacity lasts much past the expiration date. The expiration date is actually the sanitation guarantee of the packaging. So in theory,
if the packaging's holding, then it's still good. If the packaging has gotten wet or ruined, item's gotten.
No.
What are you trying to say?
Well, so for example, this thing was made in 2022. The package expiration is in 25. So it's actually this month, 11/25. What that means is that, they're only going to guarantee the sterility of this thing to this month. After this month, they're not going to guarantee the sterility. You still can use it. And again, if you're going to bleed to death
and you die, and then
blood loss is going to kill you before infection. So I'm not a doctor, but I personally would use this expired rather than bleed out. That's all I'm saying.
So Dennis the Bourbon Dad says, it may sound weird, but I'd like a bug out field first aid kit. I have many personal first aid kits like on my battle belt in a range.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean that now that I'm seeing all these other things, honestly, I don't a first aid kit compared to like some of these things that you're just pulling out.
Well, a true first aid kit is going to have this stuff.
Oh, I've never seen one of these in a first aid kit.
Well, that's because the first aid kits that you buy at the store that are labeled first aid kits have like Band-Aids, Neosporin, and some alcohol wipes in them.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. And that's what I'm saying is
I'm just an everyday girl learning this stuff.
Right. But that's my point is real first aid kits will have this stuff. Because if you can't stop major bleeding, it's a boo-boo kit at that point. And they actually jokingly call it boo-boo kits because they're for boo-boos, not for keeping you alive.
I'm pretty sure I don't see it listed as a boo-boo kit. And I think when I have a first aid kit, I think it's going to save the world.
And
apparently not.
Evidently not. And there definitely is something to be said for a more advanced first aid kit for bugging out, beyond just what's on your belt and just what's in your personal IFAC. Definitely 100%.
Wow. Tommy D. So yeah, he says he actually uses the blood clot things.
So I've seen the little tube. It's almost like it's almost a mix between like a liquid Band-Aid and like super glue. And it literally is.
I think we saw that on Dark Wolf too.
Yeah, I think
where they did something like that too, where they
just pushed it together, poured it on there, and it sealed it.
Yeah, and he pushed it together, and it it glued it up. I was like, "What is that?" Yeah. Learning all.
There we go.
Stuff.
BA Prepper's got good verbiage. So there's the boo-boo kit, which is if you go to Walmart or Target and buy a first aid kit, that's what you're getting is a boo-boo kit.
A trauma kit.
A trauma kit is a better term for actual. And for a trauma kit, you're going to want quick clot. You're going to want a tourniquet or two. You're going to want like a dressing bandage. You're going to want chest seals. There's actually suture kits, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's like, so say you had a cut on your arm like this. It actually has tape on both sides, and there's plastic connecting the two sides, and you can actually then it's like little zip ties, and you can zip tie the wound closed to help close it up.
Wow.
I've got some of those in my more trauma-focused kits. Not my IFACs, but more of the, like you say, the kind of the bug out first aid kits. So.
Wow. Well, that just enlightened my world.
There you go. Now this here is a headlamp, and I love this thing because it's so small.
I've walked into your office and you
I have headlamps on all the time.
He does.
I actually was doing some stuff and I had my headlamp on today. But the way this thing works is, so instead of like one of those thick bands, it actually just uses bungee compression cord. So you just adjust it to the right tightness. This is a night core headlamp. Oops. It's got pure red light on all your headlamps. Just a tip, always get headlamps that have a red light. So you want red light and white light, because red light, if you want to keep your light signature low. Like if you were bugging out as a group, you'd want to use red lights or no lights, as opposed to like a big white light, you know, a whole group of people white light. But what I love about this one is it's rechargeable. It's night core. It's pretty good stuff. I actually have a couple of these now because I love them so much. Then you just literally wrap it up and makes this really small, nice little package. And then I have a little Ranger band that I put over it to just keep it all together.
Can I ask why they would have used that like ropey textured kind of thing around your head instead of using like a band or like a stretch?
So mostly they do use headbands, and the reason
what I thought.
Yeah, the one you saw me wearing today was a headband.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason this is nice is because look how small it compresses to. If I took the other one, it takes a lot more space.
Okay.
And when you have a pack with limited space and weight, this gets the job done. And it's, you know, if you end up with, you know, little cord, little line indentions in your head, you know, you can survive that.
Well, it doesn't look as comfortable nearly as like.
Ultimately, it's probably not, but
it would stay on.
It's more function over comfort, I guess, at that point. Is that light intrinsically safe? I'm not sure what you mean.
Wow, Rance is coming out with them words. Intrinsically.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard that word ever.
That light intrinsically.
I mean, I get it, but
yeah, I don't know.
Red equals tactical.
Well, it's less about being tactical and it's more about being like keeping your light signature low, right? All right, here's something I picked up the other day.
Whoa, what's that?
This is a sharpening stone. And so for sharpening knives.
Oh, okay. I think you were in your.
Yeah. And the cool part is it's got 6,000 grit on one side and 1,000 grit on the other. And the cool thing is it actually comes with these little blade angle guides. And so it comes with a 15, 17 degree, 20 degree, 22 degree. And so when you go to actually draw your blade across the here thing, let me grab this up here. It'll help you remind yourself exactly the angle, because I'm not great on sharpening stones, but this way it helps me get that angle down just a little bit better. So when I draw it across, it's a little more consistent. That's pretty helpful. And I think this is a sharp pebble off Amazon. I want to say it was maybe $35. But if you're buying something, it's the sharp pebble. Yeah, that's what it's called. They have other ones that have these kind of guides on them, but this one has kind of made the most sense to me. So yeah, $35. If you're want somebody who is in pocket knives and whatnot, it's a pretty cool option. Is that in the way? Yeah, that's visible. All right, let me. A couple more things in here I wanted to show y'all during our time together this evening. Put that back in here. All right. Next up is the Tool Card Pro. Right. So I carry this. This is a money clip. A friend of mine, Brian, gave this to me actually. I want to say they're about $20 on Amazon. You can get them with or without the money clip. I use the money clip, and I literally just put all my credit cards in here and my driver's license, insurance, and Costco card, and permit, and debit card and whatnot. And this is my wallet. I just literally carry this every day whenever we go out. I don't carry a regular wallet anymore at all. Nice part, it comes with, you know, bottle opener, a little pry bar for nails here, different size nuts here and here. It's got some measuring tools, little flathead, little Phillips head on this side. So just kind of a nice little backup thing in case I don't have a multi-tool or access to a good multi-tool handy. So cool. What? Okay, I use a strop for my knives. You have to do it more frequently, but it keeps them sharp without having to refile them. Yeah, that's cool. I almost never carry cash in my Utah mic. I almost never carry cash in this. What I do for cash is I actually put it in my phone case, because I almost never spend cash, right? If I'm buying something I want to buy cash, and I go to the bank and I get a bunch of cash, but normally I don't use cash on a daily basis. So what I do is we have emergency cash that we put in our phone case, between our phone and the case.
You have to tip
Do you have any in there right now?
No,
because I borrowed it.
The last time we were out, David tipped the singers or something.
Yeah, so
the band.
It's our band tip money, but yeah,
or emergency money. Actually, all of our kids have some kind of emergency. I know my boys do. I don't know if your kids still have money in theirs, but emergency money in case they need it, any cash.
Okay, wait. Matt says Benchmade makes a guided sharpener. Ooh, I got to check that out, Matt. I didn't know that. I'll have to definitely check that out. That sounds awesome. So bought a headlamp with me when went to the Bahamas with friends. Laughed at me. Then the Hurricane Hannah hit. Guess who could still read? Isn't it nice to be prepared? I have a little bag I throw into my check baggage when we travel for a little mini prep bag, and then I also have a little first aid kit that I carry as well. I always have cash at least at that 100. It's great to do.
It's good.
Yeah, I usually only put a 50. It was for Jamie and I, we put 20s in the kids and we put 50s in ours usually.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 20s though. That's what goes to the band.
That just showed us we need to reload because we don't remember spending it that night, I guess.
So, fair enough. Okay, what else? Okay.
Have you guys taken a Stop the Bleed class? No, I actually haven't.
I have. In the past, really? I have. It's a long time ago. Yeah.
I'm sure my mom's a nurse, so she could probably.
Yeah. So, all right. Next up, this I went out on a
heavy duty.
I went out on a limb. So, I'm a big fan of binoculars, of having binoculars in your bug out bag. For a couple of reasons. One is it's nice to be able to see far distances. The problem I have is that my eyesight's not that great. And most of the binoculars are 10 or are either 10 or 8x, right? If you go buy a Vortex one, which I have a Vortex, the green one, it's an 8x. It's a great one for like 70, 80 bucks. But I wanted to try my hand at this one. This is a 16 power binocular from Panku. It's 16 by 52. And the company's called Panku. It's just some Chinese made thing. I couldn't find any kind of good quality 16 binocular from Vortex or Bushnell or any of the traditional guys. The highest I could find was like a 12. 16 power. It's not that big, right? It's a little thicker than most of the 8s, but not by a lot. And the glass in it is legitimately impressive. It was like 20 bucks. I've been shocked by this thing. I haven't done any like official reviews on it. I've only played around with it a little bit. It gives you a 16 power with a 22 degree view, field of view. The glass is pretty decent. I mean, I'm looking all the way across the basement and I can read the labels on the Tupperware on the far side of the basement, which is maybe 30, probably about 35, 40 feet away. And I'm reading my like handwritten labels on our Tupperware in our storage. So, I mean, I can't attest to how tough it is. Would I want to take this as my only optic to war? No. But to give me a 16 power when most of my rifles, for example, are like 4 or 6 power or maybe 1 to 8 variable. But being able to get a 16 to really reach out further in a pretty compact package, I think it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to try it out, Jamie?
Oh my!
Just put it up to your eye and look at something as far past over that way as you can.
Let me do it.
Whoa, that's my nose. Yeah, you got to look way out there to see anything.
Oh wow, I can read all those sample bottles on the table that are ready.
That's my point. For it's like 20, 25 bucks. It's pretty legit. Like, again, is it going to take a beating? Is it waterproof? No, but it comes with a little nylon thing. You throw this in your bug out bag. If you're, I don't know if I'd put it in like a chest rig. Like if it were like in something I had to tactically rely on for my life, I'm not sure. I'd most rather go to a 12 power that's from like Bushnell or Vortex that's waterproof. This one doesn't claim to be waterproof, and it probably isn't, but still. What's up? Ditch Doc? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming in.
Live stream. What is that?
This is a 16 by 55 power binocular from a company called Panku. I got off Amazon for like $20, $25. And I've been shocked by how good the glass is. Now, it's not waterproof. It's not going to take a beating, in my opinion. And I haven't torture tested or anything. But again, just having something that's 16 power versus what's on my rifles from in a bug out situation, for example, being able to reach out almost twice the magnification of my rifles for target ID, for, you know, situational awareness, kind of an interesting option. So for a gift, for somebody out there, kind of a cool option, in my opinion. All right, couple more things. How are we doing on time, Jamie? All right, it's 9:51. We're doing all right.
Yeah.
Okay, another gift for that gun guy in your life, somebody who's into shooting or hiking, either one. This is a range mat. It's a one Tigris, got off again Amazon. It weighs about maybe 22 ounces, not quite 2 pounds, close to 2 pounds. It's water resistant and it's got grommets on it, so you can tie it up as a tarp or as like a overhead shelter if you wanted to. But it's actually made to lay on the ground to shoot off of, and so it's kind of a cool option.
Really? I mean, I guess that's like,
you know, rolls up into this little thing and it buckles. You can unbuckle it and unroll it and everything. And it comes with some little attachments if you wanted to.
like if you don't want to get dirty
Molly
laying on the
attachments.
ground, David.
Well, it's not a dirty thing. It's if you're actually, you know, if you're actually laying down, like in a sniper type position, it's nice to have something to lay on, as opposed to laying on the dirt or the wet grass.
I
Or
know.
I'm fragile. I need a
Like,
mat to lay on. Let's face it, guys.
like,
It's just how I am.
It's
She
dirt.
knows
Come
me too
on.
well.
It's
She's done.
dirt.
I don't want my nice.
I'll lay out your red carpet for you.
I don't want my nice multicam camis to get dirty, guys. So I really like the one Tigris stuff I've gotten. I've gotten a couple of their hammock. What is it? They had an under quilt for my hammock that I've used for years in the past. It was really, really nice. Yeah, I like the one Tigris stuff pretty well. Do you prep foods as well? Yeah. So I do. I got a vacuum sealer not long ago, but normally for my food storage, I buy either, you know, just regular grocery store shelf stuff like canned goods, or I'll buy like number 10 cans from a couple different sources. The transition was a little rough, to be honest. You know, I did a whiskey channel. This used to be Whiskey Row, and I did Whiskey Row for 4.5 years.
Yeah.
And it was well, no, excuse me. I did Whiskey Row for 4 years and 1 month, and then I started transitioning it to prepping and everyday carry and everything else. Overall, it's been great, and it was something I needed to do. So very happy about it.
We do still drink whiskey.
Yep.
But
and then
film it.
Yeah, we just don't film it. Rant says it's to protect my skin. Yeah, I just protect my skin. I don't want to get my my elbows rough or anything. Yeah,
like that soft, delicate skin.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Jamie says we have a few totes of vacuum seal food type. Yeah, okay, yeah. So so most of my food storage is number 10 cans. Rice, wheat, sugar, oats, beans, different kinds of beans. But it's all like number 10 cans. So yeah, that's what works best for me. So okay, next up, this is I've fallen in love with these things. I've shown them in one video before. They're just little,
like a makeup bag.
It does. They're just little canvas bags. They've got a little drainage grommet in the bottom. They come with a bunch of these little Velcro labels. And so you can write on here what it is, and then you just tape it on here, and then you can flip, switch it out for other things. What?
So why does it need a little drainage?
Because if it gets wet, so it drains out.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Like if it's in the rain,
outdoors, and it's
otherwise
raining.
it'll just pool in there and never get out.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So these are from Savior Equipment. They come in 2 sizes. This is the bigger size. What I first got them for was if you were to bug out, you have, say I'm carrying an AR-15 and I'm using 5.56 ammo, right? And I'm bugging out and I've got 6 magazines on my body and like a chest rig, and I've got 1 in the rifle. This would be just extra ammo. So then I fill this up with about, 300 rounds of 5.56, so that in addition to my mags, I've got reloads. Are we talking about me transitioning again?
Fred said he came into the conversation.
No, that's okay.
Late.
That's okay. Yes,
I was trying not to read that out loud for you.
I've now undergone my transition, so this is as good as my transition gets. So fair enough. Fair enough. And by the way, Jamie, do you want to announce something about your channel?
Oh yeah, you said announce, and I'm like, well, I'm not pregnant. No, I'm just gonna.
Yes.
No, I just literally tonight while we've been sitting on the live stream, a mom with dogs hit 50K. And that's why I stopped you to.
Yeah, congratulations, Jamie. Jamie's channel just crossed over 50,000. Good job.
I think
we both crossed over 50,000 in the same month.
Yeah, we did.
It only took me almost 5. It took me 5 years, and it took you 2. But hey.
So
whatever.
Honestly, Ditch Doc, my testimony is that when 2020 hit COVID,
we were dating at that point.
We were dating at that time. We weren't even married yet, but this guy was like, we need to go to Costco and, we need to stock up on some food. We need to do this and that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because honestly, I didn't know COVID was going to happen.
This was before anything shut down. Before
anything shut down, before it was like, he just follows the news and was like, something's going to happen. So the only reason I had toilet paper or anything else, food to eat during COVID was because of this guy.
And see, I was already, I had my basic stock already, but it's like, if you know something's coming or you think something's coming, well, why not stock up before it gets crazy?
So instead of becoming,
and help her stock up too,
instead of me becoming a prepper, I married a prepper. Because
I
feel like that's just as good a decision as to become a prepper.
It's the easiest way to become a prepper is just marry one. So Tommy D. Jr., these things are great. They're $20. You get 4 of them for $20. They come in 2 sizes. They have different patterns. This is the green. They've got like desert tan. I think they've got like the what's the old camo, the 1980 whatever, the 1982 camo, like the traditional woodland camo. Actually, that was the last one I bought, was the woodland camo.
My wife thinks I am stupid, but she lets me do it.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay.
Well, I just don't like when it's time to move and we have to move all of the food storage. The whiskey was one thing, but food storage is just as bad, guys.
That's true. We got a lot of it too. We got way more food storage than we ever had whiskey. I need to pull the toast out. Yeah. So even your vacuum sealed stuff, if it's not freeze dried, the vacuum stuff does go bad in time. So I'm actually starting to try to work. When we have a chest freezer, and I went to Costco and I just loaded up on meat to fill the chest freezer. And so it's time to start working through that meat in the chest freezer. So I'm starting to actually work through some of that stuff. So
it's time to bring out the old meat when everybody else is doing turkey for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're gonna have 6-month frozen ground beef patties.
Now that I found out tonight, David forgot to buy the turkey.
I did forget it, but I was supposed to buy the turkey today at the grocery store, and I literally bought everything but the turkey. So I got to go back tomorrow so I can start thawing it out. So we have plenty of time.
Yeah.
Christian Mojica says, before COVID, my wife had 2 jokes when we'd say 2 is 1 and 1 is none. Now we have backups of everything we use on a daily basis.
He loves Costco, and
Jamie asked me to pick her up some what was it the other day? It was shower gel. Anyway, it was something I was buying you. Oh, it was the toothpaste. It was your toothpaste. So she's like, can you pick me up a tube of toothpaste? So how many did I buy you? 2.
Yeah, and
because 2 is 1 and 1 is none.
Yeah. I mean, I love having a backup of everything. Whenever I ask this guy, like, he runs into Target for me. I mean, he picks up 2 of everything. That's why I was like, I married a prepper. I feel like I'm the smartest woman in the world.
So these things, I first bought these Savior bags. I can't give the Ditch Dog, I can't talk enough about these things, because first when I bought these, I bought them for ammo. So I'd have something to put my loose ammo in. So once if I had to refill magazines in the field, just pull these out. It's, the ammo's in here. I know how many rounds are in here, etc. And then I was like, well, wait a second. The small ones are perfect for little mini first aid kits. And so
he wants to know the link on those bags.
I can't. I'd have to. I don't have the link handy. If you just search Savior, it's SAVIOR equipment on Amazon. Yeah, it's SAV. Yeah, it's spelled Saviors. You would. Oh, it's SAVIOR.
Wait, Matt just gave it to him.
Yep, that's it. And they have the big ones and the small ones. The big ones are this size. You can actually fit 3 PMags, 5.56 PMags in here. They fit in here just fine. So you could even just keep them together that way.
Everybody said Matt's thing is not working.
Oh, sorry, Matt. Or sorry, guys. But this, I've put pocket knives. I actually have in my office now bags of pocket knives of these, of fixed blade, small fixed blade knives put in here. The small one of these, my travel emergency kit is actually in one of the small one of these. I love them. I use them for everything now. I'm going to stop, using any other bag. David has old meat. Yeah, I knew that somebody was going to bring that.
I already said that.
All right.
What's up, Jerry Black?
What's up, Jerry Black? How you doing? What's up, Cletus?
What's up, Cletus? Right. Trying to follow us around, huh?
Now, so if you are literally somebody in your life that's into firearms, preparedness, everyday carry, pocket knives, regular dude stuff, buy him a 4-pack of one of these. He will legit love them. I promise.
Okay, so Rance
asked
if you have a video idea to show all this stuff and do the links in that video.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. So this, so there's a couple video ideas, and one is gifts for guys or gifts for that prepper in your life. Then I've got another one that I'm working on with Jamie, which is going to be gifts, non-lethal self-defense options for those who don't want to use guns. Women, kids in school, et cetera, like what options do they have? All right.
See, Mandolin says between her and Matt, they have like different prep things. They cover everything. And they have all their bases covered.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get on board with all the things that Mandolin, you'll have to send me a list of your prep things so that way I can get on board on my end of the deal.
Yes. So, but for gifts, $20 for these 4 of these bags is fantastic. Okay. Best $50 gift you can get somebody is one of these Surge clone knockoffs. The Leatherman Surge. This is a black clone knockoff. It's a Rocktool. I'll do that one in just a second. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. This is a Rocktool. I talked about it in the a little bit in that video I did on multi-tools. I am so impressed with this thing. This is the one that comes with the VG10 main blade. From a quality control standpoint, I cannot tell the difference between this and a Leatherman. This thing is awesome. It truly is amazing. Time will tell long term, but for $50, I mean, a Surge is $140. This is $50. You can get this for somebody, and if somebody gave me another one of these, I would be more than impressed. A great $35 multi-tool to get for somebody is from Rocktool as well, and this is the Gen R, the Rocktool Gen R. And it's basically a wave clone. But the nice thing about the Rocktool and both of these Rocktools is instead of using the Leatherman proprietary slim bits, these are using just a regular 1/4-inch driver bit. And so you can literally just grab these off of Home Depot or wherever you want and get replacement bits, any kind of specialty bits, instead of having to, use those Leatherman ones that kind of suck. This one's cool, $35. You get a pocket clip. This one has an actual pull cutter on it. And this blade, is it a VG10 as well? Yeah, this one has a VG10 blade as well. So you actually get better steel than the 420 HCs, which is what Leatherman uses. So yeah, 100% love this. So best $35 multi-tool you can get on Amazon. And this one is the best $50 one you can get on Amazon. Size weight differential, obviously. But yeah, I don't think any guy would be unhappy getting this Rocktool. The quality on these Rocktools is really, really good. The Burberrys, Moltper, some of the other knockoffs are just kind of, they seem okay, but I'm not sure. These Rocktool ones, the quality control on these things is actually legitimately pretty impressive. So cool. Definitely great gifts. Okay. What's the coolest thing in my Amazon cart right now? All right, you called me out. We're going to look. I got 10 things in my Amazon cart right now. Let me make sure I don't have anything inappropriate, because you know I'm always buying that
Because I
inappropriate
can see
stuff.
everything now.
Yes.
So.
Okay. I'll share my screen. Should we do it, Jamie?
Yeah, share your screen then.
All right. I'm gonna share my screen
because you've bought a lot of stuff.
Well, I'm not going to show past purchase. I'm just going to show what's in my cart to buy right now. Okay.
I'm not showing my cart because.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So let me do this. Amazon.
The most interesting thing I would have in there is because I want a dog first aid kit, but now I'm thinking I have to look for a dog trauma kit instead.
All right. So here is my. Oh, hold on. I got to get back to the Amazon screen. Okay. So this is the CJRB bolt knife that I was looking at getting. I don't own any CRJB blades. This one right here. This was going to be my first, so I wanted to check it out. Then Civivi Vision FG. I've heard this is a fantastic Nitro V blade. And it's 25% off right now on Amazon. So that's definitely
because now
on my list.
You need more blades.
I do. I need more pocket knives. I'm really digging pocket knives. But yeah, this one looks really, really nice. Then I'm getting ready to do a video on the non-lethal self-defense for different situations. So I've started adding things to my cart for that video. So I've got this. It's a Gator Defense tire knocker. It's a 13-inch American hickory thumper. So if you've got a grandma on a walk or your wife's running a trail and she needs something, this is an aluminum stun gun flashlight. So it looks like a flashlight, but the tip actually has diodes for a stun gun. So in a pinch, you can actually, if you're walking in doing a walk or something around the neighborhood, it looks like a flashlight, but there's actually a stun gun in it, which is pretty awesome. Self-defense pen. This is a Nightcore pen, a ViperTech stun gun. So this is more of an overt, put it in your purse.
Man, you have a big list there.
This is a Mighty Pro Bar. So it's a little keychain pry bar. So this is something that your teenager could actually put on their keychain and take it to school, because it's just a little tool. It's a pry bar. There's no blade on it. It's not like a Kubotan where it's got.
So that ending looks sharp though.
I mean, it comes to a point, but it's not a blade.
School appropriate.
Yeah. Now, there's the risk of obviously different schools, metal detectors, et cetera, school policies apply. But in theory, it's not actually a weapon. It's a pry bar, and it's not a blade. So you might be okay. An emergency whistle. And then this is just a nice, powerful flashlight. I actually have one of these already, but I didn't want to forget it when I was. And then a personal alarm. So this literally you put it on your keychain and you just detach this from your keychain and it sets it off.
Pretty too.
And it's a big loud siren.
All different colors too, guys.
Yep. So that's what's in my my Amazon right now.
Had the good fortune of finding a SOG in the street near my house. It's free.
Free,
so
free.
How much are those? Why is that?
I mean, depending on the blade, it could be anywhere from 30-ish to, their multi-tools are more like 45, up to some of their nicer fixed blades can be, 100, 125.
Wait, what's that? Get the unbreakable umbrella.
I've heard
man's self-defense item.
I've heard of it. I've never actually seen one, so I'll have to check that out. Ooh.
See, so that's Daniel, right? Or is that Jamie?
No, that's Daniel.
Okay, Daniel. Just making sure. So yes, David and I actually talked about doing like some little video.
Yeah, we're gonna do preparedness for dogs. We talk about food storage for dogs.
We're collaborating
first aid for dogs.
If his price is right, like
dog self-defense with firearms. How to teach a dog to use a firearm properly. And so it was
no, but still, first aid kits for dogs. I saw somebody do a first aid kit video, and they had, so if you've ever clipped your dog's nail too far and it bleeds, those things bleed forever. So instead of like trying to, figure that hot mess out, they have the powder. You can put the little dog's foot in the powder and blot the cut. So I want that stuff. I'm still waiting for the first aid kit I sent you to buy me.
I know. I will. So
it's apparently on his list, but I don't see it in his cart.
It's in my mental list.
Like
Matt says he has the Nightcore pen. Matt, how do you like that pen? I'm a nice solid steel pen. I don't like the Uzi pens because airport security won't let you take those through, like the real tactical looking gnarly ones. But if you just get a solid metal pen, like a nice gauge steel, you're good to go.
Fred's the cat guy. What about cats?
Well, I mean, cats, you can attach lasers to them. RPG carry for dogs, exactly. Why not? Let's do that.
And Fred said, "Oh yeah, that's what cats take care of themselves.
Yeah.
They just hide.
Yes.
Dogs walk into trouble. Cats hide from the trouble."
So anyway, that's yeah.
Wow, yeah, we're a little over.
That's some ideas. That's everything I brought out for tonight. But just some ideas for what to get, what kind of preparedness stuff you can get from 20-ish to what's the most expensive thing we did. I guess that was probably the Civivi blade for 90, or the weapon light from Olight for 70. But yeah, some great options there for whether it's for you or for some of the preparedness people in your life, or honestly for your spouse, even if she's not in, or he or she's not in preparedness, some of these things might be good for them too.
Did you see Daniel said that his dog will sit right beside him while a firearm goes off? Which is funny though, awesome. Because like our dogs, we have the base near us and they're constantly, I mean, and we have the range near us too. Yeah. They're blowing things up, or you can hear the gun range too. And the dogs, like Brady, cowards in the corner. Fitz will just kind of like look for you and want to be near you. But yeah, they're kind of.
Yeah, I need to do some shooting around the dogs, but they don't allow dogs at the range where I shoot. So
do they allow dogs anywhere where you shoot? I mean, I
honestly don't know. On the trails, they might let them, but I'd have to check the rules.
Daniel, you said you were in the like police force, right?
Yeah, he said he was police.
Do they allow, is your dog a police dog? Do you take him to work or something? Or where do you shoot with him? Is he allowed on the range? Are there ranges that allow dogs?
Well, if you're a policeman, I'm sure you can have access to take your canine on range.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was asking in some ways.
But if you have enough land and you're allowed to shoot on your own land, for example, or you have a buddy's land you can go shoot on, then they, obviously it's private land. You can do whatever you want with your dogs. So, but anyway, hopefully gave you some ideas, y'all, for some gifts for the holiday season, whether it's for yourself or for somebody you love or a buddy or kid or whatever the case may be.
Okay. Yeah. Ditch Doc said buy your own land. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
No, she's just our pup. But
okay, let's shoot back
acres.
Okay. There you go. That solves the problem right there. Where we are right now is only 3 acres flat, so we can't shoot here.
Which the range is probably like
that's why
a short 10-minute walk from our house.
Yeah. When I'm at the range, Jamie can hear if I'm shooting or not. So literally we're that close. But yeah, hopefully these give you some good ideas. Come check out our live stream. I think we'll do a live stream next Sunday night, most likely.
Should we combine them? Do whiskey and
no
prep? No.
We might do 2, but but stay tuned for live stream prep live stream next Sunday, most likely. But keep a watch on your feeds. Y'all have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for all the support, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, bye guys.